Sports coverage of the NFL International Series brings us across the pond. We're in North London and the impressive Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Coming up, two teams ready to square off. It's the Denver Broncos and the New York Jets. On the Denver sideline, you get a look at their head coach. His squad is 2-3 here in the early part of the season. Opposite end, the Jets' Aaron Glenn. His squad designated the home team here in the English capital. Mike Tirico alongside Greg Olsen. Glad you're with us. Austin Seibert will be the one to get the proceedings underway. Off we go here in London. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So the Broncos come out, and Greg, they are led by their QB of the future. Found their guy with the 6th quarterback selection in the 2024 draft. Second season now for Bo Nix.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
First down run picks up 8, so now it's second and a couple. A run with Dobbins. Running room hard to come by as he'll get ahead for a yard. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker, and they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
The blitz overwhelms the offensive line, and down he goes.
The entire idea of the bootleg is to move your quarterback off of his normal spot. Buy some extra time for your offensive line and alleviate some of the pressure on the protection. But in this case, it seemed to me like the quarterback panicked a little bit. He went into survival mode and ended up leading to a massive loss.
On fourth down, out is the rookie 6th-round pick, Jeremy Crawshaw, to kick it away. Xavier Gibson to return for the Jets. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. So here come the Jets. Their ever-changing quarterback carousel stops on Justin Fields, the 26-year-old. Remember, the Bears' first-round pick back in 2021 out of Ohio State.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building, because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
On second down, option going left. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
He'll try to run for it. And Fields is tough to bring down the open field. Gives the D a break as he slides down. But he got the first down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on third down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
All the qualities that make a good safety are seen on display on this play. Speed, pursuit, and then the intensity and the strength at the point of contact for the tackle to keep this ball carrier to no gain. That is a complete safety play.
Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. Sacked Allen. Getting in to drop him. It's a loss of 6. And it's 3rd down.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Looking down the field, but that falls incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And it's going to lead to 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Man, this is going to work out for him. Out of bounds, and they'll mark it inside the 10. The Broncos offense ready to see the football for the 2nd time. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And he's going to be brought down past the 20. About 15 yards to kick off the drive. It's a 1st down.
1st down, Denver.
Really nice explosive play there on the ground, and tell you what, for these fans sitting in the stadium, they're not used to seeing their home team pushed around, so continue to be physical at the line of scrimmage, mix in the runs with the pass, and if they can continue to generate these big explosive runs, I don't think they need to go away from it.
And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 9.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and a yard. Here's Dobbins. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. A gain there of 11. Good for a Denver 1st down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
Now it's Dobbins. He'll burrow his way forward for a couple. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
You know, it's easy to sit up here and say, hey, just keep running the ball. They've been efficient, just kind of wear down this defense by 1,000 different paper cuts. But the problem is, it's only contingent upon your ability to keep the score down. So if you want to continue to run the ball this often, they're going to have to look to their defense to play really well.
And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
You can just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. He finds Mims. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Michael Carter. And the Jets are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And on a possession where the offense really had their way on the ground, they got to kind of go back to the drawing board and say, is it worth putting the ball in the air? Yes, we want to generate points. We want to push the ball downfield, but none of that matters if you're going to keep turning the ball over.
The Jets offense ready to take over for their second possession. They'll search for the first point of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Going to start this drive on the ground. It's Hall. A nice pickup moving it across the 40. We'll give him 6 on that play.
It's a gain of 7.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Here we go. Good night.
Here's the option, running right. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
I can tell you firsthand as an offensive guy, we never loved playing in the rain. I always felt like the defense had the advantage. They know it wasn't going to be much of a passing attack. Hard to handle the ball, a lot of turnovers. So they've got to have a lot of early focus offensively and try to get something on track.
He manages to get the throw away and completes it. A grab there for Wilson, his first of the game, and gives his team a first down.
These third down conversions are just so important. Mike, everybody stresses we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on third down.
Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11.
Here we go. 3-19. Good night.
So, not much to speak of in terms of scoring in that first quarter of play. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. More from the International Series in London after this. The Jets have it here to start quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd down and 11.
Don't jump. Ready? Good night. Good night.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. That's to the running back, Breece Hall. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
It's a gain of 6.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Fields from the gun on 3rd down. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Jones.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So much of that play comes down to the defender's positioning. Being able to get himself to a spot, to get his hands on the ball, and a chance at that pick. Mike, when that ball was thrown, me and you are sitting here saying, that's a touchdown. And instead, they force a turnover, and now their offense is back on the field.
The Broncos offense and their running back set to go once more. This unit hasn't been at their best early on. Punt followed by an interception on their first 2 drives. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. On the ground, here's Dobbins. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. It was Andre Sisco there to bring him down.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
They'll stick with him again. He'll work this ahead for 2, maybe 3. Quincy Williams in there for the stop.
He was brought down.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Nix from the gun on third down. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
And that's exactly how you teach it. They want these defenders to time the hit, that right when the ball gets there, you separate the receiver from the ball. And those are the ones on offense, man. You just have to make that catch, Mike. I know it's easier said than done, but you know the hit's coming. You've got to squeeze that thing, brace for impact, and make that play for your offense.
And that's a nice job of getting to him, making sure that return was not going anywhere. So now the Jets offense ready to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40.
Here we go, son. Turbos, tonight.
Off the play action, here's Fields. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up second down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Rush to his left. Now he takes off. 10 yards on the scramble there, and he picks up the first down.
They got to do a better job of keeping the quarterback contained in the pocket all week, Mike, against mobile quarterbacks. You talk about rushing as a group. This time they get a little undisciplined with their rush lane integrity, and he makes them pay.
It's first down, and it's Paul. That's a nice job keeping his balance in these conditions. A gain of about 5.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
From the 44 now, here's second and 4.
Tonight. Go.
He'll go again with Paul. And he's going to pick it up and take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for the Jets. First down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor. And you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground. Man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 32-yard line now, here's second and 8. Another run here with Paul. And he's able to sidestep his way forward and pick up 4.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. Third and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
Tonight. Tonight.
On third down, it's Allen. And he's got nowhere to go. That defensive front controlling the line of scrimmage. It'll bring up fourth down.
Well, this play, Mike, was clearly about the job of this defensive line. Great job holding their ground, forcing these blockers to be stood up. Nowhere to go for this running back, and they hold him to no gain.
For the field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
Seibert's kick is good. And the Jets will take a 3-0 lead.
Anytime you find yourself kicking in these elements, Mike, you just can't take anything for granted, especially when it comes to your plant foot, your balance, your control, your footing. It's so important, and give credit. He does a great job here, able to put that one through.
And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Broncos offense ready to take over once again. The offense is a little slow to start percolating. 3-0 the score as they begin this drive with a 1st and 10.
Hold on a sec. Ready.
will begin here on the ground. Hunting very difficult in these conditions. He gets forward here for a gain of about 3.
And as of right now, they find themselves trailing at the moment, but it's certainly not because of the ground game. I mean, he's averaging over 4 yards per carry. Just hasn't been enough to overcome some of their shortcomings elsewhere.
Back to the ground. He'll get it again. He'll inch forward for maybe a yard. Quentin Williams there to make the play.
32-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw is Nix. They set up the screen for Dobbins. He's looking for room on the edge, but could not find any. They tracked him down behind the line, and it's 4th down.
So barring an aggressive decision here on 4th down, it looks like this is going to be a 3-and-out. So this offense has to get to the sideline and regroup, figure out what went wrong, fix it, because they've got to be able to maintain possession the next time out.
Here's Jeremy Crawshaw now, as he's on to punt for Denver. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Jets offense ready for this next possession. They'll look to build on their 3-0 lead as this drive starts with a 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. Up the sideline, past midfield. And he's out of bounds, but they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20. A big-time run there by Hall. It's a gain of 43 yards.
Here we go, set.
1st and 10 at the 18-yard line.
2 minutes remain in a 3-0 first half. Greg and I back to London, England after this. So they move inside the 20, 1st and 10 at the 18.
Here we go.
Allen in motion.
Go.
On 1st down, they go right back to Hall. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's good for the Jets. 1st down. 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Now a handoff, the tight end in the running game. And that play took a little long to develop. They stop him for no gain at the 4. Now, following the play, we're going to get a stoppage. There's an injured Bronco. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal.
Here we go, set. Set.
Looks like a design. Oh, a loose football. And it looked like one of the Jets was able to get in there and secure it. And they did, so they keep the ball.
Nearly a disaster there, especially in this area of the field, Mike. You know these guys are reaching for the ball. That is such a priority of it.
And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. So they might be taking a look at this one.
Play is under review.
At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
After review of the play, the ruling on the field is reversed.
So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. Now the Jets going to use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before third down.
Here we go.
Taylor, the tight end, is in motion. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll stop it just over a minute remaining in this first half. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This one will be from 37 yards out. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Jets going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. Now, here comes a return from the 9. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Broncos offense going to take over here in the final minute of this first half. They're still in search for their first points in this one, but only trailing 6-0. And this drive will begin with the first down. Working out of the gun, it's Nix. He's got his receiver. It's Cortland Sutton.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
That one out of the reach of the receiver's outstretched arms. It is incomplete. Cortland Sutton, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down.
You know, it's hard to speculate, Mike. We sit up here and we try to just interpret and assume what's going on in the minds of the players and the minds of the coaches, but they seem to me to be a little bit rattled. All these negative plays have really started to pile up in the first half.
A huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted.
And while the defender is going to get credit for the pick, Mike, I think he needs to go up on the sideline and thank his pass rush because they forced that bad throw. That is the perfect example of when the front pass rush and the back-end coverage work together. Man, that was big-time ball.
He was looking for a Malachi Corley. It's second down.
We see this so often. They call it sudden change. So they teach defenses, Mike. This is a little predictable here. They teach defenses, if we have to take the field following a turnover or some sort of sudden change situation, expect a deep play.
They're on him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do. How about the defense getting to the quarterback, getting access to the ball, knocking it free, and coming up with the recovery?
I'd like to see the quarterback just be a little more secure with the ball, Mike. You can see he's just a little loose, especially when you're operating from the pocket. But give credit to the defender. Nice job attacking the ball, knocking it loose and recovering it. And that is a big takeaway here by this defense.
A first down throw for Nix. He's going to send it downfield looking for Ingram. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our trip through the NFL starts now. We begin at MetLife Stadium. The Giants at home to take on the defending champs, the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's Jahan Dotson. He was a tough man to pin down all game long. This, one of his 2 touchdown catches. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, neither offense has been able to distinguish themselves. It's been the defenses that have stood tall so far. As we send you back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
quarter set to commence. And we're back underway here on EA Sports. A safe kick taken at the 5. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Jets offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They work with a 6-point advantage as they start this drive on 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. There's a short one caught by Taylor. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Here we go. Oh.
Here's Hall. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And a good job rallying to the football, holding just a gain of a yard and sets up third down.
Brings up third down and 9.
Here we go. 19 seconds.
To throw is Fields. He's got his big tight end, Rucker. First time they've looked his way all game long. He comes through with the grab and a first down.
Jets, first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line. 25 yards, the pickup there. Good for a Jets first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 15.
Don't jump, ready?
Shotgun snap and a kid to Hall. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down. Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. They'll come up now for second down and 4.
Hurry up, hurry up.
He'll run. This is Hall. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's first and goal coming up.
They're doing a really nice job of keeping this defense on their heels with this balanced attack. We've seen them be effective both run and pass, and right now the defense just doesn't seem to have an answer.
And he's going to be stopped just short of the goal line. Couldn't reach that ball across, setting up second and goal.
They went to the design quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired.
He will do it himself. He's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York.
This is one of the more impressive drives that we've seen in a while here, Mike, and to cap it off, it's a simple read option. But for some reason, the defense just doesn't account for the quarterback keeping the ball. And by the time they realize who has it, he's in the open field and on his way for 6.
2-point try coming up. Fields has the offense set.
The Jets.
They'll try to pick it up with Hall. And he will get into the end zone and extend the lead by 2 more.
Jets 14. Broncos nothing.
Not a real complicated breakdown needed here, Mike. In short yardage situations like that, if you have confidence in both your back and your offensive line, sometimes it's the simplest plays that have the best results.
And he'll be taken down right at the 29-yard line. The Broncos offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0. The score as the offense tries to regroup and get going with 1st and 10. They'll give it to Dobbins. And they'll bring this to about the 34-yard line. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Nix to throw. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose. And it's going to force 3rd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
He's going to have the 1st down. That one good for 9, and the drive continues.
1st down.
Here's Dobbins. And he'll take this to about the 46-yard line. Jamie and Sherwood there to meet him.
6-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
2nd down, they need 7. Now it's Dobbins. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And that's it.
Mike, I have to be honest. When offenses come up with run play designs, blocking the corner is not really a big priority. But in this case, great job not only forcing it on the outside, but defeating the block, coming up and making the tackle, and keeping it to no gain.
Throwing is Nix. That's complete. Taken in by Franklin.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on 3rd down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
A run with Dobbins. And a determined run there inside the 40. It's a gain of 9 yards.
It's a gain of 9.
So, from 37, here's 2nd and a yard. A run with the Central Florida product, R.J. Harvey. And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
1st down, Broncos.
Now Nick's going to look to throw. That one knocked away, and it's incomplete.
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic, and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time, he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Now after the play, it looks like we have an injured Jet on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Converted twice on 3rd down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a 3rd time? They'll throw. It's Nix. And that is incomplete.
A little miscommunication there. Now brings up 3rd down. It just doesn't appear that the quarterback and the wide receiver were on the same page on that last pass.
fourth down, the veteran Will Lutz for the Broncos field goal. This one from 43 yards away. He has to drive this through the rain, but he does. The kick is good. And the Broncos get their first points of the game. They trail 14-3. So following the field goal, Lutz is back out to kick it away. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And he'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10. Fields to throw. Moving to his left.
Initially, they do a really nice job taking away his first and second read, but what they failed to do is account for him as a runner. He ends up making something positive out of a play that initially didn't look like it had much of a chance.
From the 41, here's 2nd and 5. Handoff, here comes Hall. Good running there, getting close to midfield. Let's mark him there, and a first down.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
And a short gain there, down only to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
2nd down, 8 yards to go. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more of the NFL International Series after this. From the 48-yard line, here's 2nd and 8.
Don't jump. Ready? Oh.
Here's Fields to keep it himself.
And these are body blows on any defense. This quarterback has the ability to make guys miss and do a lot of damage in the run game. And that's a nice pickup there.
3rd and inches.
Here we go, Side. 319.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, we've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Here we go. Do it.
They'll send a tight end in motion. On the give, it's Hall. And some good blocking, springing up. A gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Here we go.
They'll run the sneak, and he'll have the first down at the 26. So good job on the ground to keep this drive rolling.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 20.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
And up until this point, this is not something that we've seen a lot of. His running backs had a really nice day. So in this case, this rep goes to the defense.
Now a second down throw for Fields. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver knew what was going on. That's incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with the lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
They've got it. It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 21. Now the Broncos going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the first down.
Here we go. Turbos, all right. Sit all right.
And he's going to lose yardage here. Taken down back at the 8.
A loss of 2 brings up second and goal.
Now a timeout, Denver. That's their second. And they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here with Hall. Not a lot of room to work there. Well played by the defense. And they set themselves up for third and goal.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now third and
Here we go.
Here's Fields. Good blocking, and he's in. Justin Fields. Touchdown, New York. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now. I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
Austin Seibert now for the extra point. The kick is good, but there are penalty flags down. They might have made contact with the kicker too late. After the touchdown, here's Seibert to kick it away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. Back onto the field comes the Denver offense. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with first down. Back to throw is Nix. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Leads to second and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Back to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down. He'll look to throw. He's got his man. He finds Sutton. They get an even 20 on that one. First down, Broncos.
And the Broncos first down.
They'll look to throw again. Rush comes. They're setting up the screen. And he's out of bounds. Gain of 4. It'll bring up second down.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
To the right side, he's got Ingram, the tight end. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's third down. Ready.
From the shotgun, here's Nix. Oh, they try to go down the field with it, but it winds up incomplete. Pat Bryant, the target there. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable, incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short. You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Jets offense and quarterback Justin Fields make their way back out. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end, trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. They go play action with Fields. Oh, they track him down, and that ball is out. The Broncos say they have it, and yes, they do.
That was a great play by the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Broncos offense headed back to take over once more. They'll start really in field goal territory already, but they're looking for more. Offense got it 1st and 10. Throwing, Nix. That's caught left side by Ingram. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. Here's 2nd and 2.
At the 18-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Marvin Mims there. And 3rd down coming up.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one. He's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
The offense is staying right there. They're going for it. 4th and a couple. Nick's gonna throw for it. And they're gonna pick it up here. They took a chance and it paid off. 1st and goal coming up. To throw is Nix. To the goal line and in. Pat Bryant. Touchdown, Denver. And hold on to that football, young man. That's a keeper. His 1st NFL touchdown. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are climbing back into this one with that touchdown here in the 4th quarter.
And they have a tall task ahead of them, Mike, but they have a chance. I mean, we've seen stranger things happen. They got a 2-possession game here late. They're going to need a couple stops, and they're going to need a couple things to bounce their way.
Will Lutz now for the PAT. It's up and good. And the Broncos get a bit closer here. It's now 21-10. So now after the touchdown, Lutz gonna send this one away. This fielded at about the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. So you see Jets head coach Aaron Glenn, his guys set for their next possession. And they look to finish it off here in the 4th. This might just wash away what was a subpar performance a week ago.
Here we go, slide. Green.
Fields now to throw on 1st down. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
There is no worse feeling either coming back to the huddle or the sideline after a big drop, and that was a beautifully designed play, perfectly placed ball, and he just couldn't make the grab.
And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. Didn't force anything there, but now it's going to bring up third down.
And 10 yards to go.
From the shotgun, it's Fields. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
On comes the punt team now for the Jets, as they try to play the field position game here, protecting a fourth quarter lead. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Broncos offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. This one over the middle and caught by Bryant. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. Still some hope. Keyword some. No timeouts. They need 2 scores, and it's 1st and 10. We'll go play action with Nix. This to the right side, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's another brutal drop for an offense that has struggled to catch the ball up to this point. And yes, you can nitpick about ball placement and whatnot, but listen, the reality is at this level, if it hits your hands, you have to find a way to come down with it.
Now, a 2nd down throw for Nix. That's going to be incomplete. They cannot hook up there. And that takes us to the 2-minute warning. This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. They'll drop to throw. He'll take a shot with Mims. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Defense has a chance to all but end this game, but they can't secure the interception, and now the offense has new life. But is there enough time? Do they have enough opportunities still to find themselves in position to go try to pull this one out?
That's taken in, and that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
Well, that was a disaster. I like the call. I like going for it on 4th down. Give your offense a chance to extend this drive and maintain possession, but after going the wrong way, now they're going to have to watch the other team take over after failing to move the chains.
Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And it's hard to believe you can run the ball a whole lot better than he has. The vision, the cutback ability, the acceleration, the stats. It has all been on display throughout. 2nd and 11. Victory formation, defense powerless to stop. And that should just about do it. So this one in the win column for the Jets. It'll be a long but happy flight home as they earn the victory here in London. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. So long from London.